welcome to the CardoneZone. Grant Cardone here. Hey, I'm so glad you showed up today. I'm so glad you're here. It's going to be an unbelievable show. I know I promise you that every week, and every week I do whatever it takes to bring you the freaking slam, the Grant Cardone. That's what we do here, baby. I'm going to get you in a zone to get your money right, your career right, your finances right, to get you out of the muck, to get you out of stuck, to get you out of the middle class, and to rise above the noise. That's what we do here at Whatever It Takes Network. The CardoneZone is the first of all the shows that we're going to bring you here. By mid-October, I promise to have you a dozen shows. By the end of October, 20 shows. And in November, we will release the first reality TV series for the Whatever It Takes Network. I'm crazy, dude. Look, my staff said, hey, Grant, you need to do a show where you tell people where you came from. Who is Grant Cardone? You ask that question in your power players. Who is Grant Cardone? If you always walked around here, wearing the shades, if you always done this your whole life, who are you? Where'd you come from? Who are you really? We have sales meetings here every morning. We meet. And, we have a lot of fun around here. I think you guys agree with that. We have a lot of fun. Most of the time we have fun. Sometimes it feels like work. So I want to share with you today that you can do anything you want to do in your life. Anything, I'm telling you, okay? If I can make it, you can make it. And let me say before I get into this too deep, I don't want to get too teary-eyed today. I don't want to start crying, getting all heartfelt. But I am. I know I act like a tough guy, but I'm not really. But I just want to tell you that, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, first of all, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but I have an identical twin brother. And I really want to talk to you about today the things that you have gone through in your life. I think there's a song that says, if it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger, unless it's drugs. So, because drugs ain't going to make you better, no matter what. All right, so, and I know, I did some experimenting. So, the things that you went through in your life can both be assets and liability, just like your present conditions are right now. You got to look around your life all the time and assess the situation. Whether you're an individual or you're a company, you need to always assess your relationships, your friends, your environment. Are there liabilities in it? Are there assets? Maybe there's some assets you're not using right now. Well, if you look at the way you were brought up in your life, I look at the way I was brought up in my life, my parents, my upbringing gave me both liabilities and assets. It was unbelievable assets. And when you're a little kid, you don't get to talk about the liabilities. You just get to talk about what you're grateful for, because that's what your parents, they'll spank you if you don't. Back in my day, oh, dude, we were patow. And they, my dad only needed to whip me once. And that would last for 10 years, because just the threat of another one was enough to change my behavior. So I grew up, like many of you that listen to this show, I grew up middle class, lower middle class. My dad went to work every day, dude, 8 o'clock in the morning. He was out of the office, out of the house, in a car, driving to work every day, and came home at 5 o'clock, and he looked whipped every day. Everybody loved my dad. He was very extroverted, talked to everybody, but he was a serious cat, dude. He was there every day to do one thing: work, make money, take care of family. And there wasn't a lot of time for the kids. That could be a liability. It could be an asset. How? Because it was an asset because I understood work ethic. I was actually getting that ingrained into my system, watching my father go to work every day. I also, by being a twin, identical twin, you got my brother, my little ugly brother right up here, my brother Gary. See, that's Gary right there, okay? I don't know which one Gary is. Oh, yeah, he's the one with the ugly smile. I'm the one doing the natural thing, you see? Gary, being an identical twin, do you know what people say to identical twins every day? Every time they see you, when you're in the crib, when you're in a little basket and you're being pushed around, when you're in a store, you're 3 or 4 or 5 years old, you know what everybody does? They compare you. Now, that could be an asset or that could be a liability. How could it be an asset? Oh, man, you guys are both strong. I had a brother with me all the time. I had a friend with me all the time. I like companionship. We could double team people. When we were 15, we could switch up on the women. Shit, there's a lot of assets. But let me tell you about some of the liabilities. Dude, we were so competitive. Oh, my gosh. Because every time somebody saw us, they said this: who's smarter? Who's taller? who's stronger. Oh my gosh. And it didn't matter what side of the equation you're on. Stronger, faster, smarter, no matter what side of that equation, those answers you're on, that comes with some liabilities, okay? In your life, folks, your upbringing, how you were brought up, your mom, your dad, your upbringing, whether you were brought up poor, middle class, or rich, has liabilities and assets, just like what you have going on in your life right now. Good times or bad times have liabilities and assets, and you need to be looking at your life every day, all the time. Hey, what's my liabilities? What's my assets? What's going on for me? What's not? What's working? What is? Because that's the way you make it. That's the way I made it. When we come back from break, I'm going to talk to you exactly what you can do to really assess where you're at in your life and give you some more insights to Grant Cardone.